What a fantastic game of football. If you're an Arsenal fan, that was right up there as one of our best performances this season, if you ask me. Little bit of an issue with the goal we've conceded, so let's get that out of the way. Guendouzi, or Guendouzi, however you want to say his name. I love the guy, and he showed a little bit of inexperience there. Probably should have seen that come in. He got bowled over and they scored from it, so the clean sheet was ruined by just a lapse of concentration there. But otherwise, this game was very, very good. Very, very happy with it. We're going to have a look at some stats here and talk about it, because we ended up with 65% of the ball today against a Bournemouth side under Eddie Howe, who really like to keep the ball. They do typically get a nice amount of possession, even away from home. Now, of course, you're not expecting them to have more possession than Arsenal at the Emirates, but still, 35% for Bournemouth. We really limited them, which is what we needed to do. They've had a very hot and cold season, haven't they? Bournemouth at one point, I think, was 6th, about, 10 weeks into the season, something like that. Of course, they've struggled every now and again, and tonight, it was just one of those nights. They were outclassed. We were on form today. Let's have a look at some other things here. So, oh my God, we had 4 offsides. Didn't count that many. Looking at passing, our passing accuracy was 89%, which is very good indeed. It's kind of like looking at a FIFA match after the game, this. But the key thing, of course, is how many shots we had and how many were actually on target, because we managed to score 5 goals. So of the 6 shots that were actually on target, 5 of them went in. But we had in total 16 shots on goal. So very, very decent stats there. I think, with the fact that 6 shots have gone on target, 5 of them going in says a little bit more about Bournemouth, their keeper. Have I said his name right? He's actually a very decent keeper. I think he's more than good enough to be in a Premier League side like Bournemouth, but yeah, maybe not his best game. They kind of gifted us a few goals today as well. They made some big defensive errors, but it says a lot, doesn't it? But 16 shots, 6 on target. We could be a little bit more accurate, a little bit more clinical in front of goal, and this could have been 7, 8 goals. It really could. But it is what it is. I can't really complain. 5-1, although the clean sheet would have been nice. Now, the lineup, as you can see here, there's one name that stands out, and that is Sir Jenkinson. How he is still at this club blows my mind, but I've got to be honest, credit where credit is due. He was pretty good tonight. Against a Bournemouth side lacking confidence, whatever you want to say, doesn't really matter. You can only play who's in front of you, right? And Jenkinson did a very, very good job. So, well done to him. I wouldn't put him in the lineup. I probably wouldn't keep him at the club, but he's still here and he's still playing for Arsenal. I think that was his first start in 820 days or something crazy like that. We're talking like almost 3 years. So it was nice but odd to see him start. But do you know what? He did a job. That's all that matters. I thought Leno was really good again today. Made a few good saves. Let's go down the list, shall we? So Jenkinson was decent. Socrates had a very okay game. Nothing spectacular, but his usual commanding self. And to be fair, he has set his performances so high this season, it's hard for him to keep at that height. He's been that good this season that a game like today, where normally we'd be saying, wow, what a performance, is just like Socrates did his thing today. Koscielny got on the score sheet today, was very good. Captain's performance there. Monreal, I thought, had a very good game as well. Started as the left centre-back today. We had a 3 at the back. Basically 3-4-3, it felt like, with Jenkinson and Kolasinac as the wing-backs. But they spent more time going forward, that's for sure. But Monreal, I thought, did a very good job today. He's a great player, and he turned 33 recently, which says a lot about how fit he is. He's a very fit player, does a lot of running, and very, very reliable. I do like Monreal. I just wish we could wind back time and get him back to 28, 29, so we've got him a few more years. But it's definitely a position that we need to strengthen. And we already know we need a centre-back. We need defensive signings to be made. But Monreal is definitely someone that will need to be replaced. A versatile left-sided defensive player that can play both left-back and left centre-back. So I would like to see someone come in of... Well, I was going to say of Laporte's quality. Arguably one of the best defenders in the Premier League right now, Laporte. But someone like him who can comfortably play at left centre-back and left-back. So that's what I would like to see someone come in and do. Kolasinac, I thought, had a very good game as well. Guendouzi, despite the goal that we conceded, mainly being his fault, maybe he got... I don't know. Obviously, you can't really hear what's going on the pitch, even though the Emirates is often very quiet. I didn't hear any shouting from the teammates, and I kind of feel like maybe they let him down. Maybe they didn't shout loud enough to say, man on. Maybe he didn't get it. I don't know. But other than that, I thought he had a very good game today. There was a couple of times where maybe a pass would have been better than a shot. One of his shots literally went out of the stadium, which was interesting. Torreira, very, very solid game. I just love how confident he is on the ball. Even though he's such a short guy, he's so strong. His core strength is ridiculous. He battles people off him all the time, wins free kicks, wins all the interceptions. He is our Kante. I absolutely love the guy. So really, really pleased with Torreira today. Mesut Ozil. Let's start with Mesut Ozil's lovely few minutes of gushing love coming from me here, because this man not being in the side blows my mind. I get it. When Ozil doesn't turn up, which happens way too often, we can all admit it as Arsenal fans, Mesut Ozil goes missing a lot. You get it. He doesn't get into the team when he's playing like that. But when Mesut Ozil is on fire, when he's confident, when he's playing with pace in front of him, when he's got players behind him that help defensively, it's just, he's on another level. The guy sees things. He sees things that you just don't see, even on the TV. And we are a better side with him in. Simple as that, really. So I feel like, especially if obviously Emery's watching him in training, if he's doing well in training and he's doing well in the games, just play the guy. I don't want any more excuses now. I think today has shown again that with Mesut Ozil in the side, we are much more creative. He brings up the level of everyone else. I mean, look at Mkhitaryan with Ozil in the team. The difference is pretty crazy. I know Mkhitaryan ends up being shifted out to the wing, but does a very good job. Got on the score sheet again today as well, along with Ozil. And with Aubameyang in front of Mkhitaryan and Ozil, it was a joy to watch. And that's madness, because that means no Lacazette, no Iwobi, who's been very good. We have people like Suarez who can come on. Ramsey was on the bench as well. So we're in a really good place right now. I feel like the confidence is slowly coming back into the team. The spirit is always high. Even when we were losing games in a row and where we were struggling, the team spirit at Arsenal is just brilliant to see. I love it when players miss. I think back to the last game where Lacazette missed a bit of a sitter. It was pretty much an open goal. He misses it, and everyone that's near him just goes up to him and he pats him back. It's okay, it doesn't matter. And I love that. A lot of other teams, you see strikers getting berated if they shoot and miss, and there was an opportunity to pass, things like that. It was against Southampton. So I love the team spirit at Arsenal. We seem to have a really close-knit group of players, which is really nice to see. And I thought Aubameyang was very good today as well. And Lacazette came on and did a very good job. Really impressed with Denis Suarez as well when he came on. He had a very good few moments where he was driving at the defenders. He looks like once he settles in, he could be a very good squad player for us that can do some damage. And I'm sure he'll come very handy in the Europa League, because we are going to be playing a lot of games in quick succession at some point soon. And he's going to be a great player that can just come on with that burst of energy. He's very quick and very technical, and I like the look of him a lot. So 5-1, I'm obviously very, very pleased with the result. It means that we stay in the top 4. I actually don't know what's going on in the other games. I've decided I'm not going to look at results or watch highlights until after they've all finished, because I kind of miss that about football these days. We're all so linked in, aren't we, with social media, and you see all the goals going in. I saw Liverpool, I think, were 3-0 up at some point, so they've pretty much won their game. But I'm not looking at the Chelsea-Tottenham results or the Man United-Crystal Palace result. I want to see if we're still going to be top 4. I want it to be a surprise. But I'm hoping that United are being struggled or struggling with Crystal Palace, and I obviously hope that Chelsea drop points against Tottenham, even though I think a point would be nice, because I don't want Tottenham winning either, but I don't want Chelsea winning at all, because they are rivaling us for this top 4 finish. We need both Man United and Chelsea to drop as many points as possible. So, do you know what? I'm going to check the scores right now while I've got you guys here, because this should be an interesting reaction. I think the games are finished now. It's 9:51. So let's have a look at matches. Oh my god. Okay. So Chelsea beat Tottenham 2-0. No way. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, it's still great because Tottenham lost, but I want Chelsea to lose, and Man United are winning 3-1, and it's the final few minutes, so unfortunately that is going to be game over. Southampton with a big 2-0 win against Fulham. That's a huge result for them. And Liverpool won 5-0. Man City won 1-0. So there you go, Aguero in the 59th minute. Well, that means we're still top 4. But of course it means that Man United and Chelsea both won, so nothing's changed. It's the same as it was before. So interesting. Well, thank you for watching this match review. Super happy with the result. Quick word on Bournemouth. I haven't mentioned them. Still absolutely love the club, especially because of the career mode I did. But obviously I've gone to Bournemouth. I've said this a few times. I've been to Bournemouth throughout my whole life, and I go past the stadium. I love the club, and I think although they've had a bad game today and they've had a few bad results this year, they've also had some very good results, and they should be focusing on those games because they're still a very good club, and I'm hoping that they still finish top 8, top 9, that kind of area, because I'm a big fan of Bournemouth. I'm actually considering doing a career mode with them again. Maybe. But thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one soon.